Welcome back to my channel. The silence wasn't accidental, it wasn't random, and it definitely wasn't harmless. For months, something had been building, a quiet tension, whispers, side glances, unanswered questions that fans simply couldn't ignore. Every interview, every live broadcast, every subtle reaction, something felt unfinished, something felt held back. And then, Kim Taehyung decided it was enough. No more careful wording, no more cryptic smiles, no more letting rumors control the narrative. Tonight, he finally speaks, and once you hear what he says, you'll understand why that silence had to end. Because this isn't just a clarification, this changes everything. At first, nothing seemed different. The lights were the same, the cameras were the same, the atmosphere carried that familiar tension that always lingers before something important is said. But Taehyung's expression wasn't. It wasn't playful, it wasn't teasing, it wasn't cryptic, it was steady. For so long, every mention of Jungkook had been followed by laughter, deflection, or a shift in topic. Fans analyzed pauses, clips were slowed down, entire narratives were built on seconds of silence, and that silence became louder than anything they had ever said. Taehyung knew it. He had seen the edits, the headlines, the assumptions. He had felt the weight of strangers deciding what his relationship with Jungkook meant, rewriting moments, reshaping memories, turning fragments into controversy. And for once, he didn't smile it away. "I think," he began, his voice calm but heavy, "people think they know everything." The words weren't explosive. They didn't need to be. The way he held eye contact with the camera made it clear. This wasn't casual. This wasn't teasing. This was deliberate. He didn't deny the closeness. He didn't distance himself. He didn't downplay anything. Instead, he acknowledged it. "Yes, we're close," he said, "closer than most people understand." That alone was enough to shake the room. But he wasn't finished. What made the moment unbearable wasn't the confirmation, it was what came next. His voice softened, not weak, but real. "There were things we didn't talk about, not because we were hiding, but because not everything belongs to the public." The silence stretched. For years, people created narratives, some romantic, some protective, some invasive. Every glance became a message. Every missed interaction became proof. Taehyung didn't attack the fans. He did something more powerful. He reframed everything. People saw moments, he continued. They didn't see the conversations after. They didn't see the arguments, the apologies, the growth. That word, arguments, hit differently because it shattered the illusion. This wasn't a perfect, untouchable bond. It was real, and real is messy. He admitted they had disagreements, not dramatic, not destructive, but real. Two strong personalities growing under pressure, facing expectations that never stopped. "There were times we misunderstood each other," he said, "times we needed space." And there it was. Confirmation that the distance fans noticed wasn't imagined. But then came the line that changed everything. Space doesn't mean broken. Simple, but powerful. He explained that growth isn't loud. Rebuilding trust doesn't happen on camera. It happens quietly, in conversations no one hears. He didn't expose Jungkook. He exposed the truth. Their bond wasn't a fantasy, but it wasn't fragile either. And then came the line that froze the room. "I protected him, and he protected me." Not from rumors, from pressure, from being turned into something they didn't recognize. There were moments when expectations felt suffocating, when closeness was romanticized, and distance was criticized. It hurt, he admitted quietly, more than people think. For the first time, his composure cracked, just slightly. He wasn't defending rumors. He was defending a person. "We're not a story," he said firmly. "We're real." And that was the truth. Not scandal, not denial, just reality. There had been tension, distance, confusion, growth, but never betrayal. Never hidden agendas. Just two people growing under a spotlight that magnified everything. And just when it felt like it was over, Taehyung added one more line. Soft, controlled. There's something I've never said before. The room held its breath, but he didn't explain. He let it hang there, unfinished. Then he smiled, not playfully, not cryptically, but calmly. The silence was over, but whatever he didn't say, that might be what changes everything next.